Hello everybody. In this video, we will try to talk about the negative side of Shatabhisha Nakshatra. See, Shatabhisha energy is associated with inertia, is associated with tamas, a tamoguna we say. The same energy is giving the capacity to heal, the Reiki healing, the alternative medicine, this kind of state, if you feel, that is Shatabhisha. But when the same Shatabhisha energy is working in its negative influence, what happens? So Shatabhisha energy, when acting in its negative side, or when a malefic planet is present in Shatabhisha Nakshatra, it is strongly associated with intoxication, drugs, alcohol, and even unregulated sexual behavior. It's because, see, the energy of Shatabhisha, if you observe, is a kind of, it's a tamasic energy which is doing the kind of healing, the Reiki healing, the kind of alternative medicinal practices it has, and the kind of herbal nature associated with Shatabhisha. When it is working in its positive domain or through a positive planet, it acts as a kind of plant medicine. It acts like a healing energy. It acts like a tantric discipline. Just like what kind of discipline you observe in martial arts, a kind of meditational discipline you can observe, a kind of spiritual awakening you can observe. But in its negative side, the same energy which is responsible for this healing, it's acting like a plant medicine, acting like a tantric discipline, acting like a spiritual awakening. The same energy in its negative side, acting like a drug, acting like obsessive or unregulated sexual behavior, or acting like some kind of illusion, some kind of hallucination. The same enormous healing potential which is channeled negatively is turning out to be intoxication, drugs, alcohol, unregulated sexual behavior, and that is just the flipping side of Rahu. So when it is acting in its negative side, the Shatabhisha energy can be related to obsession, illusion, escapism. They would be attracted towards some kind of forbidden, exotic, unhealthy pleasures like alcohol, substance abuse, sexual experimentation. And even if you observe the symbol circle, in its positive side, it is just maintaining a kind of secrecy, a kind of, maintaining secrecy and gaining the power, a kind of containment. But when it's negative side, it is a kind of entrapment, it's a kind of mental loop, addictive cycle, emotional isolation. That is that circle. So the same energy I'm talking about, in its negative side, is acting like confusion, depression, is acting like intoxication, drug usage, alcohol usage, unregulated sexual behavior, right? So the same energy, when the same energy is turning negative, they become a bit disconnected, unmotivated, or lost. And when somebody is disconnected, unmotivated, or lost, they feel like having some kind of external stimulation. The external stimulation comes from this drugs or sex they feel. They want to fill the inner void. And they fill that inner void by using drugs and sex, unregulated sexual behavior. So when it is acting in the negative side, they become emotionally detached. They incline towards secrecy more and more, solitude more and more. And they feel these are all, this intoxication, a casual sex for escape or validation, these are all, they may find these as coping mechanisms. They may find all this as coping mechanisms. You can understand the state of Shatabhisha now. The same enormous healing potential, the same behavior of that, a kind of discipline, that I'm using the word tantric discipline because that the kind of discipline that you see in martial arts, a very strict and regulated behavior that you see in the martial arts, I'm naming that as a kind of tantric discipline. So now you can catch the energy of Shatabhisha, the same energy, right? The positive side and the negative side. When a positive planet is present, what happens? Means when a benefic planet is present, what happens? And when a malefic or bad planet is present, how it behaves, the same energy, right? So this is the energy of Shatabhisha. That's why people associate Shatabhisha Nakshatra's inertia with this intoxication, drugs, alcohol and sex. When acting as a negative energy. So thanks for watching this video. We'll try to understand some more interesting things about Shatabhisha energy. Thank you.